dear family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased to be a contributor here on African Diaspora News Channel. Please make sure that you like, that you share, and that you subscribe to this amazing network. Thank you so very much. Listen, family, we have another disturbing, let's just call it a war briefing. Another disturbing war briefing. And let me just say this, family. It can be easy to get overwhelmed with these back-to-back stories about the realities of Black life in America. But it's important that we tell these stories because we want to win the war. And if you're not convinced, family, that we're in one, we're going to constantly, as I always say, experience unnecessary casualties because of your slowness to come to the conclusion that this is actually happening. I want you to take a listen to this audio that was recently released and made public by Arkansas Sheriff Todd Wright. It's disturbing. Listen to this.
Why are you talking to me like that? Making fucking excuses, blaming shit on me. I'm not blaming nothing on you. I'm just fucking nigger lover. Every motherfucker in that store, you gotta talk to the fucking dreadlocked ass nigger. Right there in front of me, like y'all fucking big
I didn't think it was a big deal since I was
it is a big fucking deal. Well, people fucking see me and see you talking to fucking niggers.
And they know that.
Dear family, you heard with your own ears this audio of this sheriff out of Arkansas that called his girlfriend an N lover because she spoke to a Black man at the grocery store. Some of you like to use as a point of reference for some of the worst times Black folk have ever experienced the 60s. And that was, of course, a horrific time. But you're not recognizing just how terrible the times are now because everybody has made you think we've overcome. In fact, you start singing, "We shall overcome." You keep bragging about how much, things have changed. And then when we look at the net effect of things, they haven't changed. Economically, in every metric of society, we find that the numbers are about the same as they were in the mid-20th century. That's a finesse. That's a trick by mainstream America to make us think that things are better. Because the packaging looks fluffy. Black folks are confused because when you experience a type of sophisticated murder, you think that the other ones don't count. You think that you've got to be officially lynched for it to really be a racially motivated incident. This Arkansas sheriff, Todd Wright, think about what he said. He called her an N lover. He was so upset because she spoke to him. Family, this is dangerous. We've explained to you before because folks are tripping now that all of these different race soldiers on the police force and law enforcement and in the military, folk are tripping because they're saying, oh my gosh, they've infiltrated all of these different areas with white supremacy. Beloved, what did our beloved Black ancestors tell us? What did the first Black Supreme Court Justice Marshall tell us? What did our brother Thurgood Marshall tell us? He said that the Ku Klux Klan no longer wears white sheets. He told us this decades ago. He said that they're wearing what? Black robes, blue uniforms. This sheriff, that mindset, what you heard him say means that every case that he's been involved in must be reopened or dismissed. Everybody that's in Arkansas that was within the jurisdiction of this Sheriff Todd Wright, no doubt may be in very serious danger. And this is the reason why I try to express to our people that the reason why you see members of the dominant society loving positions like law enforcement, like becoming attorneys and stuff and being prosecutors and stuff like that, loving becoming judges, becoming prosecutors and stuff like that, is baby so that they can do what they do, so that they can commit mass murder and genocide against us under color of law. They get to hide behind the law. But let me tell you something. You've heard me say this on a regular basis. It's the reason why I call my commentary to you war briefings. A war is not going to last forever, but family, we haven't won it yet. So you need to be informed so that you can win. My goal is to inform and inspire you, but let me tell you something about this. This is giving you insight into the inner workings. This is letting you know that what we've read in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, what's been written, is not some religious text. See, the problem is we've been given the wrong interpretation by members of the dominant society who are trying to mislead us using scripture. And that 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 talks about that man of lawlessness. One translation calls it a man of lawlessness that must be revealed. I want you to know that the revealing that you're finding, can I tell you that the Creator is using modern technology to help reveal the secret things that you didn't know that were cloaked in darkness, stuff that was working behind the scenes, the fact that this man can be recorded and exposed. It's not by accident. These back to back expositions of these white supremacists. That's the God in the universe working with us to reveal opposition. How many of you all know that you can't hit a target you can't see or that you don't recognize? If you don't know that these people mean you any good, family, you'll be working along with them. So now this sheriff is exposed. That means every case that involves somebody black needs to be looked at, needs to be dismissed, needs to be reopened. And I want you all to be on the lookout, have your guard up to know that this is the reality. And the question is not just exposing and what they're doing. It's the question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to start making your own neighborhoods safe and decent places to live? Are you going to get your contingency plans in place? Are you going to start educating your own children? Are we going to start investing now more than ever in black businesses and other black industries? Are we going to demand reparations, our own land? Are we going to begin to partner with the diaspora? Black folk in the Caribbean, black folk throughout the continent of Africa, black folk in the United States and around the world? If not now, when? And what else is it going to take? I thank God that He is allowing us to see who's working against us in no uncertain terms, very clearly, unequivocally. Thank you so much for tuning in for your war briefing with me, your sister, Vicki Dillard. You please follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard and on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. I look forward to seeing you soon. I am still conducting my amazing weekly mastermind courses at clubvicki.com. That's clubvicki.com. I did an amazing 2-hour angel course that has just received all kinds of amazing testimonials and so much good feedback. You'll have access to that at clubvicki.com. That's clubvicki.com. You can join for the first month for $1. We still have that special going for $1, and thereafter it's a reasonable rate. Every week on Wednesday nights, you'll have direct access to me where I'm dropping a spiritual principle. I elaborate on it, and then you get to ask me questions. It's been amazing. If you're someone that's looking for more purpose and more power in your life, you want to join today at clubvicki.com. I can't wait to see you. Mwah.